to start the weekend in style. We welcome you to Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Powell, and it's Magician in at the center position.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Here's Magician. Pass to Malone. Here's Magician. And counted from 12 feet. Well, Coach, something you love about watching games, it's observing the dynamic of these NBA matchups.
Yeah, I like watching great guards challenge the bigs. I like watching defensive stoppers switch on to a star player. You never see the same story develop twice.
Here's Magician. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Magician. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Magician. The putback.
Well done on the glass. Gets himself in position where he can use his size.
And that one's good. Magician.
So graceful with the teardrop.
Gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Magician. To the middle. Here's Magician. Lets it go from deep. He buries it from 3.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Gone 2 of 3 from the floor. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. The 3 is up. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2. Pass to Sanders. Here's Malone. Here's Sanders. Takes a 3. And that one's good. Magician's got 6 points.
And you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Number 15, Felix. Number 15.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Magician, pass to the Magician. Here's Magician. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Magician, pass to Malone. Here's Magician.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
No debate there. He got hammered.
It's his first trip to the line.
Number 23.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both teams will make substitutions. Second free throw, no good. Gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Magician, pass to the Magician. Pass to Magician. Outside White. Rebound by Magician. 1:31 left in the first quarter.
Away team foul. First personal foul, second team foul. At the line for 2, number 14.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Pass to Magician. Into the lane. Cans it with nobody near him.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Magician, pass to the Magician. Down low. Here's Magician. Pass to Magician. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Here's Magician. That one a little long. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Magician. Here's Holland. Puts up a 3. Hits a three-pointer.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Here's Magician. Yet to see a basket. Three-pointer. And that's not going to go. And so the first quarter is in the books. They lead by 6. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
We've got Holland, and it's Malone in at the 5. And it's Magician in at the 2 spot. Magician, pass to the Magician. To the wing, right side. Releases. The shot by Magician, no good. We've got Holland, and it's Magician in at the power forward. To the paint. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And when a team is able to play different ways with lineup versatility, how valuable is that to you as a coach?
Well, look, B.A., the best teams simply have to be able to win in different ways. They've got to be able to win with their offense, win with their defense. They've got to be able to win in an up-tempo game. They've got to be able to win in a grinded-out half-court game. If you've only got one way you can win, the best opponents will be able to take that away. Versatility is a must.
And it's Perez in at the 5 spot. Here's Magician. And a missed layup. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Magician, and he gets that one.
And even though it wasn't a great screen, he found a way to create some space.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 1, number 9.
One shot.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
I'll tell you what, once things started to go downhill, their performance plummeted. It wound up getting pretty ugly.
Yeah, they just committed too many mistakes at both ends. But credit their opponent for being disruptive.
Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for him. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Here's Magician, still without a bucket. Pass to White. Here's Perez to stop the run. The rebound by Magician. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Malone. Out to the right wing. Holland for three. Nails it from three. Holland's got his second bucket on the night.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Technology is key for NBA growth. Commissioner Silver said, we can now see where we lose viewers, for example, stoppages for replays. One way around that is creating technology that can instantaneously make objective calls like out of bounds, and in doing so, create a better pace to the game. Brian, back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Holland. Pass to Magician. Here's Magician. Here's Magician. Knocks down the triple. Magician's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Both teams deciding to change it up. And now a peek at some of the players competing for a spot in the dunk contest. All of them true dunk artists who can do some spectacular things in the air.
And I can't wait to see what these guys have dreamed up this year. The level of athleticism and creativity that goes into this contest is what makes it so incredible to watch.
As the top vote getter, a good bet to be in this year's dunk contest.
And with his hops, he might be the favorite in the contest. Everyone wants to see him compete.
And as All-Star Weekend gets closer, we'll of course update you on how things are looking. But this year already promises plenty of standout performances.
Yeah, this is going to be a dunk contest you don't want to miss.
And that one's good.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
1:33 left in the second. For three. The shot by Magician, no good.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Here's Magician. Fires in the triple. Magician's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
Here's Magician. 59 seconds left in the first half. Can cash in the 10-footer. Magician, pass to Powell. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. First trip to the line for him here. one misses. Both teams will make substitutions. And he sinks the second. There's 47 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Magician. 9 points in the game.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Powell passes to the Magician. Here's Magician. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first half.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
These are his first free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Here's Magician. No points so far. There's a screen. Pass to Sanders. From behind the arc. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. They lead by 14. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Pleased to have you tune in. What better way to start than by checking out the contenders for the dunk contest on All-Star Weekend? And just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like to team up with?
That's tough, Ernie, but I got to pick Wemby. Playing alongside of him, that's just going to be too good to pass up.
Well, I'll tell you what, May 19th, I'm teaming up with the Ant-Man. 1-2 punch, baby.
Very interesting. And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the home team.
The three-point chances have been there for them, and they've taken advantage.
Just watching the game, not even looking at the scoreboard, you can tell they're the better team tonight by a mile. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Shooting really well in this matchup, 62% from the floor. And it's Magician in at the three, the small forward. That's the group for Willie Green getting going here in the second half. Here's Sanders. Malone, pass to the Magician. Shot clock at 5. Here's Sanders. Here's Magician. And the three off target. Here's Magician. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Count the basket. Magician's got 5 now.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Pass to Malone. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Here's Magician. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Over the last month, these are the teams that have been getting it done on offense.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately, running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
Here's Magician. Pass to Magician. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Magician. Can't connect from 14. Here's Magician. Powell covers, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. On Wednesday, then on Friday.
Checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up, but quality opponents are a great chance for you to see how well your team can truly perform.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. First one falls. He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Magician. Here's Magician. Gets the three to fall. Magician's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Here's Magician. 9 points in the game. To the right side. Here's Magician. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Magician's got himself on the board with a three there.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth games.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Sanders, the pass to the Magician. Here's Magician. Now covers. Pass to Magician. Here's Magician.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Magician. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. 1:49 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Magician. Here's Magician. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Magician's got 10 points in the game.
Well, look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
ABA, a lot of conversation in the NBA about expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver said there are clearly markets out there that are very interested and will run through a process. I'm looking forward to it. There's an enormous amount of interest out there. It's on the league to look at it holistically. Back to you.
All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Pass to Powell. He shot 2 free throws in the game. He's made 1 and missed 1.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one falls for Powell. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Pass to Holland. Here's Magician. Here's Magician. Magician, the pass to the Magician. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the inside, Magician. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for him.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Up by 10. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, that's great decision making and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And it's Magician in at the power forward position. Here's Perez. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Perez has gotten his first points in this one.
They've made things hard on themselves, going cold in the first half, but they've been warming up since.
Pass to Magician. The three ball. Rebounded by Perez. Shooting the ball at 48% so far. Magician, the pass to White. Here's Magician. They swipe it. Here's Magician. Pass to Magician. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. The shot by Magician, no good. Magician's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Out to the right wing. Here's Magician. Back to White. Here's the three. The shot, no good. Shooting it well, around 55% for the game. Here's Magician. Rebounded by Perez. Perez has got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Magician. Knocks it down from distance.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. From Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Willie Green had some advice for the team over that last break. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
As always, Allie, we thank you. Gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Pass to Malone. Here's Magician. Now covers to the left wing. Here's Magician. There's the triple. Yes, sir, with the three.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Oh, the feathery touch. Dropped it right over the rim.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Here's Magician. Powell covers. Throw back. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Powell. And we have to take another look at that block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. 6 on the shot clock. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Magician. Tries yet again. Oh, it's off target. Got only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Here's Magician. Cuts off the pass. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Here's Magician. Lets loose for 3. And he nails it.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer.
Here's Magician. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Free throw is good, and that brings him within 2 here. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They set the pick. It falls!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Here's Magician. Oh, he can't hit it! And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Number 12, second personal foul, second team foul. At the line for 2, number 23.
2 shots. Last on the first.
Good on the first, and that puts them up 5. And he's unable to get the second one. And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
An uphill battle for them. Everything has to go perfectly.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
They get the victory. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game.